CNBC exclusive is AMC Entertainment CEO Aron. Adam, welcome back. Nice to see you.
Afternoon, everybody.
So what do you think of the market reaction to what you said on the call? And are you cautious about the next quarter?
Well, it's just the opposite. AMC Entertainment announced record earnings for the second quarter, biggest June quarter in our history. Our EBITDA was up 80% year over year for a company of the same size. It was $136 million last year. EBITDA was $245 million this year. We actually predicted that 2018 would be the biggest year in movie history. We went out on record for the first time saying that 2019 would also be a spectacular year. A lot of great movies coming out. We're doing fine. You have to remember that just yesterday we had a big run up on our stock before the earnings. Plus, I'm not really concerned about where our shares trade every second, every minute. The real question is, where are we going to be trading 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now? And we are as ebullient and confident about AMC as we possibly could be.
Sure, and that comes across, Adam, from what you're saying. That said, in terms of the box office, is it fair to say that for 2018, the best movies have already come out?
No, but it is true to say that so far in 2018, there have been great movies. You know, the industry box office in the second quarter, April to June, was up 22.7%. At AMC, our attendance per screen was up 21.1% in the quarter. These are, great numbers. But there are big movies out now and big movies coming. Mission Impossible, which just opened, is the most successful Mission Impossible movie in its entire series. Disney's coming out with Christopher Robin for families in a few weeks. After that, I know Warner is just raving about A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. Warner's got Fantastic Beasts. Before you cut me off, I got to tell you, I've seen clips from Damien Chazelle and Ryan Gosling's new movie, First Man, that's coming out in the fall, about the story of Neil Armstrong. It's extraordinary. Remember, they made La La Land so wonderful. And then at the end of the year, Disney is doing Mary Poppins Returns. It's the first time in 50 years that we're going to see a Mary Poppins movie, and I'm sure that movie is going to be enormous.
Adam, it's a good list. I'm particularly looking forward to the Mission Impossible one myself. But update us instead on your subscription service and how you see it standing up against some of the other rival options, and how many people have taken it up since you announced it.
Well, we call it AMC Stubs A-List. It's a VIP tier of our AMC Stubs loyalty program. We only started taking enrollments 5 weeks ago, and candidly, we're just stunned at the consumer response. We announced that just yesterday morning, after only 5 weeks, 175,000 people have already enrolled in A-List, and we're going to cross 185,000 people probably in the next hour or so. They're signing up in big numbers, and it's because the value for consumers is so good. They can see up to 3 movies a week at all of our theaters, all the movies. They can book their tickets online. They can book them in advance. They can see any movie in all our formats, IMAX and Dolby Cinema and 3D. You can see it opening night. You can see it as many times as you want. We've got a great program for consumers, and they are really enrolling in just enormous numbers.
I was a little surprised as well, Adam, because for all of its problems right now with profitability and the financials at MoviePass, it's a lot cheaper at $9.99. So are you benefiting from some of their problems that they're facing? And do you worry that at that cheap price point, which is obviously not a sustainable business model, they've trained consumers to pay so much less to see so many more movies?
Well, when we designed AMC Stubs A-List, we wanted to have a program that would be profitable for AMC, profitable for our studio partners, but as important as anything, loaded with value for our guests, but with a sustainable price point so that they know that our program is going to be around, the rules aren't going to constantly be changed. They can see movies at opening night, they can see movies in IMAX. You know, we weren't shy. We went out at double the price of the price being charged by 3 of our competitors in this space. And yet, look at the enrollments. 175,000 people in 5 weeks. 10,000 more people just the next day. clearly people are saying, they're voting with their wallets, that if we offer a great program loaded with value, easy to use, letting them see the whole slate of movies in the best way they can be seen, that they're signing up for this service.